I wish the camera to catch that. I wish that we to catch that recording. Anyway, welcome all. This is episode 8 of the podcast. We uh we made it here. Just a heads up, we're a bit short this week because it's the
Well,
start of it's it's the start of the basketball season, and dude said we want to watch the Lakers lose and the Knicks lose. So I'm gonna bring on the team, gents. What y'all saying? Um, I truly just appreciate y'all coming through. Pause. I know y'all basketball fans too, but our consistency is paying off. It's a full 8 weeks.
it's the football crew here, bro. You don't get. I don't get about basketball till playoff time. I can be
I,
honest with
I swear, I really don't care.
Yeah.
Basketball died for me when Gobe died.
you.
I mean, to be honest, if Golden State ain't in the playoffs, I don't even watch the playoffs.
Hey, he was a smart man. If
I
Curry
I
ain't winning, we ain't care about these niggas.
Fox,
I
I
just
care.
watch.
We only care. Only Curry.
I basically just watch every playoff game. But when the playoffs start, I locked into basketball. Before then, I don't waste my time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say y'all fully converted me, but I
What?
It's pointless. Wicked one, then.
so we got a lot to cover this week. We got a lot to cover this week, but I want to talk about not really last night's game with the Ravens and the Buccaneers. We'll talk about that later when we doing the recap. But I want to talk about mainly Lamar Jackson. Uh, he's it's looking like he could possibly win his third MVP. Well deserved too. Vado, let me get your thoughts right on it, man. Is it possible? Is it
Very,
possible? Yeah. Would you say?
very, very possible. Well, like we know in the NFL, unless a running back or wide receiver have a legendary, like talking about legendary, yeah. The MVP award is basically a quarterback award. Ain't nobody else has winning. I think if you go back the last 20 years, it's like 19 or 18 going to quarterback. So I lean towards quarterback any which way. So to me, the only quarterbacks I have in the actual MVP discussion would be Lamar, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, and I could stick Jaden Daniels in there for now. Normal. Um,
No Sam
I
Donald?
think that's a good point. That's a good point. But no, not for me personally. Let me say that. Um, Goff and Daniels have a higher completion percentage than Lamar. They actually in the 70s. I don't even know. Jaden Daniels leading the league 75.6. Jared Goff at 73.6. Now, Lamar 68.2, but Lamar basically leading them and everything else. He got 1,800 yards passing, 15 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. Now,
For the season? Two
yes.
interceptions?
hmm I got a surprise start of the night for y'all though. Guess who
Oh.
got zero? Guess who got 0 interceptions? I know y'all
Josh
would have never
Allen.
guessed this. Yes,
Oh yeah?
that's crazy to me. When I look at that, I was like, "Wow,
You know what it is? He ain't have no number one.
you right? He ain't forcing the ball to Diggs.
Yeah.
He got 0 interceptions. That surprised me. But yeah, Lamar, and we ain't even get to Lamar rushing stats yet. That's just the passing stats. Let me see if I can pull up his rushing stats. I didn't pull that up. Jackson. All right, so he done rushed for 455 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that is good for 11th in 11 most rushing yards in the league. So
I just gonna say he should be on the cup set top 10.
yeah, so like I say, definitely possible for him to win the MVP. But like I think when the season coming to end, I think it'll be between him and Goff though. I think like Jaden Daniels, like I say, I'm enough for now, but I think he could fall off that list. And I also think
He's
Josh
injured
Allen.
too, right?
Yeah, he have
With
a
his
rib
ribs.
injury, but he week to week, so he might play this week. Um, and then the Bills probably gonna hit they mid season struggle soon, like they do every year. So
They didn't
I
start
think
that though.
but they win Sunday gone. So, but we'll see.
We'll see. All right. Trey, Bernard, let me get your thoughts. How Lamar is looking?
Right? I ain't gonna be no hater. He looking great. No more. But I will say this.
In the comments.
I feel one, it can be slight voters fatigue in terms of him. And two, I feel Derrick Henry can steal a couple votes from him. Because as it looking, Derrick Henry projected the rush for 2,100 yards. If he freak out and do that, Derek make a case for MVP too. Then it can be hard to say off of that one game who's the clear cut MVP. And people might go elsewhere on the whole. But I can't say I won't see it possible that he could win it. He'll just have the somewhat continue the space of play. Which ain't hard, but it ain't sustainable either.
Will it help his case even if he doesn't keep up the pace of play? What if they keep winning though? Like
Yeah, but then Henry would have to fall off too. Because if Henry's still averaging at least 100 a game or buck 25, then people probably looking at Henry as MVP too.
like I say, we're gonna touch on last night's game as well, but I think that five passing TDs. I mean, I don't think we'll see that again this season, but
No, but Henry had a
who
buck
knows?
65.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's Henry like third game over a buck 50 this season.
yeah, and yeah. What Trey say right? But like you say, even if they keep winning, we still have to put up stars. So because Mahomes 6-0 and he ain't nowhere in the MVP conversation.
Weird.
Nowhere, not even
Weird.
close.
I need to find that clip, man. It was trending. It was trending today. They showed like a picture by picture of the body types of
May
Mahomes
and your
with a
boy
dad bod, and then the dude who he did knock over, like you know,
Yeah, he
as I
body him.
really I gotta find that. All right, but Bernard, I gotta let you close it out. You think Lamar has a third chance of winning the MVP?
Uh, to me, when I was thinking about this question earlier, uh, it began where it was like, if not him, then who? Like, I just feel like he had enough going for him so far. If he, as long as he can keep maintaining, especially if he keep winning and winning how they winning with primarily because of him. Like, because you see, I watched last night game and that pissed me off because I had Zay Flowers on my fantasy team, and the guy I was up against had Rashad Whitening on his fantasy team, and the dude ended up beating me by one down point because Baltimore defense once again wet the bed late. They allowed like what 21 points late, so the score was like because they was beating them like what 34-10,
yeah,
31 or 34-10, and then they come back
41-10 at one point, I think.
41-10, and then they closed the gap to 31. They had Chris Godwin in the game late, caused the boy break his ankle or they stupidness. But Lamar Jackson, I understand what Trey's saying with the voter for fatigue, but when I look at it too, I don't see any other prospects who really like coming close. And And also what comes into play, prime time television. All what always help your case with winning MVP is if you winning when everybody watching. I don't know if you all
Not the
know this.
Jets.
That's true. No, not the Jets. But I don't
Oh
know if y'all
man.
know this. Last couple times, I think when when Buffalo had a game when everybody was watching, Bills going lose. So that hurting Josh Allen. Even though Josh Allen's playing very well, like that no interception so far for the season thing that actually shocked me. Like what? Like Tyler Patrick Mahomes throw a pick every game so far this season.
Hmm.
So, but
Mm.
I just feel like Lamar, the way they win it, especially on offense with the defense having their struggles the way they are, I think if I had to give it to anybody today, it would definitely be him.
So, okay, thank you. So I have somebody in the comments. Philip Pi, Pi. Yeah, somebody saying he had to look up Josh Allen's stats, and he said, "Yeah, that is shocking." But I do have a separate question for y'all, right? And it's something what I've noticed even from the first episode. Couple of the panelists, right? Should Lamar want this third award? Because, like I said, what I've seen these last 8 weeks, especially the first 3 weeks when they were losing, should he want this award? Because many of y'all, I mean, the majority of the guys who said it aren't here now, but many people in the football discourse, they've been weaponizing it. They've been weaponizing him just having two MVPs. Mind you, each year when he got it, he deserved it. But then, when he don't beat the Chiefs right in the playoffs, it's like, oh, what do you get these two MVPs for? It's a catch. It's kind of like a catch 22. It's like he can't win. So should he want this third one?
Whether he win it or not, the same things could be said. So why not win it? You might as well win it one time. Add to your resume, and then
Yeah.
hopefully you go to win a championship. But if you don't win the MVP and you don't win the championship, people can say the same thing anyway. So might as well get your MVP one time too.
It's a blessing and a curse. Same time.
Yeah, because people they bring up the two MVPs, but they never said that he didn't deserve it.
I still the jury's still out on last and one to me. I ain't gonna lie. I understand why they give him it, but then when I look at certain major stats, like he wasn't leading in no major passing stat or significantly better than anyone in no passing stat. But
But
yeah, that's
I
like
mean,
what that's that, but not to cut you off, but that's
mm,
like my why. But Derrick Henry now, when you look at the Russian stats, Derrick Henry slaughtering the field when it comes to running. Ain't no real running back that close to him. Probably the second closest to Derrick, if I'm mistaken in this league right now, is Mason.
yeah.
And,
But over 200 yard difference, bro. That's
all
crazy.
right, so it's crazy. You see what I saying? Like, and he have, like I said, a boy of 3 games with a buck 50 rushing
But
already.
if we really look at it, because I looking at it right now, Saquon really is the closest because Jordan Mason have 667, but Saquon got 658, but Saquon only played 6 games. Derrick Henry
Ah,
and Jordan Mason play 7 games. But
all right.
Philly done not they by week, you see. So
Per
if things
attempt,
was even, if
yeah,
things was even, per them if you look at it, Derrick Henry is 6.5 and Saquon is 6.1. So
Jesus Christ.
Saquon really second behind him.
Say go on balling in this leg, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Saquon still no.
With the
Uh,
Eagles.
You
he was
going to
Philly.
do it.
I thought he was still with Tingham.
But see, that's the difference though. the difference between I feel as though, and this might even be a shock. I feel as though Derrick Henry is a better running back than Saquon.
Oh,
Like,
why that's a shock?
I mean, because Ravens record versus the Philly record and how the offenses look. Like with Saquon, he can freak out, get the yards, but they still liable to lose. If you
Mm-hmm.
freak out, let Derrick Henry run up and down over you, no more. Like you know the Ravens blow you out. You know the game ain't gonna be close to the one.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully, when the Ravens get to the playoffs, they remember to run the ball because they always forget for some reason. You can't forget with Derrick Henry in there.
Tennessee
Fox.
figure.
So, gents, just a heads up. Y'all saw the topics we had. I ain't got no Jets topics. That's intentional.
Yeah, sure.
I've been talking about the Jets for the last 3 weeks straight. I'm good this week. We could
Mm-hmm.
talk about them when we doing the recap, but I'm good this week. What I want to talk about, and I truly wish Shams was here. The Chargers lost last night. Um, Shams, he responded right in the chat. I guess he knew that he wasn't gonna show up. So I'm gonna ask you, Bernard, what's stopping the Chargers from being just successful? Like they started off the season 2-0. Since then, like the Jets, well, not like the Jets, but they've lost like four straight. I think. No, Vado. They did beat y'all. They did beat y'all, right?
They 3-3.
They three
Yeah,
and
they
three.
beat us. Yeah, they
Yeah,
beat
they
us.
beat. Yeah, but they not saying they suck, but they mid. Just like you say, they 500. So what's stopping them from being like just a credible team?
Oh, well, I'm a Denver Broncos, so of course I want them to suck. But to me, the Chargers just have a problem where, and it's a repeat thing with the Chargers and the teams. Like it doesn't matter who the GM is, the head coach is.
Their
The
battery
Chargers,
dead.
yeah, they gotta find a way to get out their own way. Now I ain't gonna beat them up too bad because they did have some injuries early on, but this is the NFL. Everybody have injuries,
Everybody.
but and part of it is too. It's a little salty. Or they come up to the mile high last week and beat us at home. I appreciate that. To me, they feel like
And
they catch us on a bad week.
and then just a done. Don't forget that boy.
Yeah, and then just yeah. So, but the Chargers just got to get out their own way. Like they just one of those franchises. Like this, what I used to think of the Lions all the time. Like they just one of them teams. Like, God, man, like if they could just put it together, get it together, because the talent there, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But it's just because I mean it should work. They got the personnel, they got the scheme, they got the quarterback, they got the coach. But definitely, it ain't gonna happen this season. But everything have to start from somewhere. So Jim Harbaugh just had to get all the old mess out, so I can give him a great spirit for this year. But I eager to see how things look over the next two seasons with them. But I will say this too: they got to get Justin Herbert some goddamn receivers.
For
My
what?
God,
I was
they
waiting
got
for
to
you to
get
get
him
that.
some wideouts.
I
Like
was waiting.
he ain't got no one to throw the ball to.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be Justin Herbert.
Hey, while Trevor Lawrence got everybody to throw
Yeah,
the ball to.
well, we know this Dolphin fan. He mad because everybody say two Dolphin should have drafted Herbert instead of Tua. So he always go hold a grudge against Herbert.
Especially me, they should have taken him over to him. No,
No, no.
forgive me.
Watch this, right? Watch this. I'm glad you said that.
I know you glad.
No, I'm glad he said that. Because now he said we supposed to take him.
Mm-hmm.
What you think the difference would have been?
Health.
Cause, all right, let's say
Maximizing
Tua go
Tyreek
down.
Hill and Jalen Waddle. Can tell you
No,
that.
we ain't had Tyreek yet. Stop that. And we ain't had Waddle yet. So watch this now. Let me burst your bubble. Let's just say We draft Justin, and two will go to the Chargers. Two are coming into the league probably with a team that probably didn't want him, but still believe in him anyway, because he's the best option available, right? He coming in with weapons. You got Eckler, you got Allen, and you got Mike Williams. Versus Herbert, you got Devontae Parker and Mike Gesicki. What you think
Don't
Herbert can do in his
disrespect
rookie
Mike.
season?
I ain't gonna let you do that. Don't
Who?
disrespect Mike. Nah,
Who? Gesicki?
Mike Jazaki, don't disrespect that man like that.
What you mean don't disrespect him?
He was
Don't
nice on the
disrespect him.
Dolphins, really.
Thank you,
He
thank
was
you,
what?
Bottom. He
He
was
was nice on
nice.
the Dolphins, but he's one of the top tight ends in the league when he's with the Dolphins.
All right, now watch this now. When we needed him most, why used to pull the Avatar?
I was wondering where you was going with that. When the
Uh,
world needed him most, he
I mean,
disappeared.
but I can understand because you're looking at the stats, right? But me watching the game, yeah,
like,
boy.
well,
Mike
that's
Gesicki, 4-1, he dropping wide open passes.
Hold on, Drake, but Vado, sorry, not to cut you off, but let's not stray off topic though. What's your thoughts on the Chargers?
Trash. Throw them in the garbage.
Fair, that's fair. And
well,
Vado, I gotta let you close it out.
I was waiting on Bernard to get the receivers the whole time he was talking. Because you cannot prosper when your best receiver named Lard McConkey, bro.
Yeah,
It's not going to happen.
Lad is nice.
Yeah, Lard, so I'll let you know. When he ain't a number one.
No,
He ain't a number one. They can work Dobbins, but Dobbins can carry a big workload. No more.
But that's the thing what I try to show people. But if you ain't Pat Mahomes, you cannot survive in this league without a true number one, mate. Mahomes can survive with two number twos or three number threes. Other niggas he
I know about
improved
that
us.
last one. Three number threes.
Yeah, but because you get you that one when he went the first ring that was Juju.
No, the first ring was Tyreek. What you mean?
Yeah,
No, I mean
Tyreek.
it went after Tyreek.
Okay.
I mean the second ring.
Yeah,
The second ring.
it's essentially the second ring, but it was
Yeah,
Juju, MVS, and Hardman.
Yeah, I know still.
They three number threes.
He was a cool nigga.
Yeah, only Kelsey was making sense, but realistically in this league, boy, only Mahomes and Brady throughout time shows
Hold
they
on,
could
hold
do
on, hold on,
more or
hold on, hold on.
less.
Second ring. All right, yeah, you're right. You're right. Sorry, because Rasheed Rice will come there for the third
For the
ring.
third ring.
Yeah. Okay.
Sky Moore and all these dead niggas they get on the friggin' DM, bro. We ain't making no sense.
Yeah, they thought these could be nice, but that didn't work out.
That's the game. So I want to get on right to the next topic. Russell Wilson, he started for the first time this season. We discussed this a lot on the pod, but but I think Vado, you spoke to this. The Steelers won, and you said that the offense looked a bit better than Fields. Not saying he's better than Fields, but it looks like he's showing kind of like the Russ, what you wanted, right
Pause.
in Denver.
Mm,
Yeah,
all right.
I stutter. But what you wanted, right in Denver. So, sh- should the Steelers continue to start Russ, or will this back and forth between him and Fields, is it sustainable?
I can't believe I saying this. You know, I called Tomlin stupid last week, right?
You call him stupid each week.
No, I don't. I just say he overrated. But last
Okay.
week, I say he's stupid for messing up what he got going with Fields and bringing Russ in. But now, I have to say they got to keep playing Russ. I feel like that's the best offensive performance they had for the season. Now, a lot of the reason for that was because they got a lot of turnovers. So I think they picked Rodgers off twice on his own side of the field. One they run back to the 1 yard line, and one put them at like the 40 something or whatever. But still, I give Russ credit because hey, he could have taken the 1 yard line. You definitely could punch that in regardless. But the one from the 40, he still gets 7 off of that, whereas he could have gone 3-0. But he had the offense moving. Um, I'll say this. I always used to say a long time ago, Russ is the best. And this is a huge pause. He's the best deep ball thrower in the league. He used to be the best deep ball thrower in the league. So once he launched that up with some touch on it, he solved some beautiful passes, bro. And
Mm.
he had a lot of that on display on Sunday night. He was just launching it over the top of the defenders, and niggas was just like he was dropping it in the bucket, and
I
niggas
think
was just catching him.
you think he was just really, really, really excited to play. You know, Denver didn't work
Um,
out. Denver didn't work out those 2 seasons. You could say like a part of it was him. Right to your point, the previous coach was he playing under Nathaniel?
he played under the first year
Yeah,
on Narkit, and then the second year he played under Sean
Sean
Payton.
the play. Yeah, Payton.
Yeah.
So, but Sean Payton never liked him. He feel like he didn't fit his offense, so he
Right,
wanted to get rid of him.
and he didn't really.
Now, I'll say this: from he signed with the Steelers this summer, I say, boy, that's a much better fit for him. Just the way the Steelers play, they can run the ball, they can be physical, they got a defense. They ain't gonna ask him to do too much with the ball in the air. So I thought it was a good fit for him, and turned out to be right. And I feel like he can look much better there than with us, and he might even, I ain't gonna lie, I'd have done give up on him a little bit, but if he keep playing like this, he could extend his career another 2-3 years there till they figure out a long term solution at quarterback. As good as the franchise the Steelers is, they can't figure out the quarterback position for nothing. They putting band-aid after band-aid in the back there.
After Big Benny.
Yeah, since Big Ben is just short term band-aids they putting in place because we all know Russ ain't the guy. And I honestly, I don't think they could win no Super Bowl. They have a Super Bowl level team without the quarterback for it.
Wow.
So
Like the pieces there, you just need to plug in the quarterback for it,
yes,
and
they
then
have a number one. George Pickens is the number one. We ain't even got to question that. He's the number one. They got the running back Najee. He good enough. They got the defense. We ain't even got to. Everybody know that. So the offensive line solid.
and they got the coaching too. They got the coaching too.
Yeah, that's a typical Steelers team. They play Steelers football. That's why when we talk earlier about good franchises, before we get on camera, we talking about the good franchises in the league. They at the top. They at the top. The Steelers ain't gonna never fall off. They know what their identity is. So I think Russ fit that. I don't think he will help them in no championship because I think Russ will get exposed when the time comes. But he could help them be solid. I
Right.
think they had a different swagger about them. And then they got the Giants next week, so that's an automatic win. That's another game for him to
Catch a rhythm.
build catch a rhythm, build his confidence before they get to the big boys like the Ravens and the Bengals.
I feel you. I feel you. Trey, let me get your thoughts on it. If you got something to say, if not, I could just
Yeah,
I
man.
can.
I feel like most of what Vado says, right? Russ, when it comes to throwing the deep ball, probably one of the best in the league, one of the best we ever saw in terms of touch and accuracy. To me, what was evident last night was he wasn't scared to throw the 50-50 ball, so to say. Like Justin Fields was playing timid in a way that he didn't want to lose the job or nothing that caused Tomlin look at him and be like, boy, the job in jeopardy. But he didn't play good enough either to secure the job because Russ had 2 passing touchdowns last night and Fields had 1 in 6 games. So that's kind of crazy. So in terms of that, you can see as the game went on, Russ got more comfortable. He got kind of familiar with his targets. I could say look like Pat Fryermuth about to have a big second half of the season based on what I saw. But yeah, if he continue this play, I can't see them in no Super Bowl for Joe. But I could see this as a 49ers type of situation where they could make the Super Bowl. But the quarterback hold them back from actually winning. Because the defense is that good.
Okay. Okay, but now I gotta let you close it out. Um, yeah.
Well, to coincide with what Vada was saying, when it was first announced that he was going to Pittsburgh, I automatically going to see who the offensive coordinator was, and I saw it was Arthur Smith. I was like, oh yeah, that made complete sense because he fit Arthur Smith offense perfectly. And my thing is, I think it's what Pittsburgh needs right now. Like they don't what Pittsburgh need is just a dude who could make. You don't need him to make all the plays in the passing game, but you just need him to make key plays because the talent there offensively. You got Najee Harris, Jalen Warren. I think that's his name, Jalen Warren. George Pickens, of course. Uh, Better than I expected offensive line. Like they was not many people could beat up that Jets defensive line like that. So it's pretty impressive to see, especially how young that offensive line is. And Mike Tomlin, he's top 5 head coach in the league, year in and year out. Lights out defense. He's everything what they need. Uh, the main thing with he working against him is he playing in the NFC North. He gotta get past Baltimore, which I ain't happening. But I'm excited to see what Russ could do for the rest of the year because I don't know why people thought it was up for discussion that Justin Fields was getting benched for Russ. I'm like, well, that's what you signed Russ for. You think Russ was going over there to be the doggone backup? Absolutely not. So, yeah, I think Russ is exactly what the Steelers need, and the Steelers is what he needs, especially after the debacle what happened up in the Mile City. So, happy for him.
That's good. So just as up, Trey, he stepped out for a minute. He said he'll be back probably like in 20 minutes or so. I want to check out the comments.
This Kiro starting foolishness, but 49ers problem is the coach.
Oh, you can see it from your point of view. You can see it. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So and special team.
He was
49
talking about the Steelers for that. He was talking about the Steelers for the special team, but 49ers problem is to go. He ate Kyle Shanahan. I don't know what their problem is.
Question: was that Kiro right there on Sunday? The dude. Okay, because I was wondering the 49er dude with the gold chain who was bought it.
Oh no.
Okay.
He ain't in our sports group.
Okay. Okay. So now that
Kiro,
topic.
hold on. Kiro was scared to come out. He said, and I calling him on. I said, "But you coming out today?" He said, "No, but we playing the Chiefs. I ain't fooling with that. I come over when we play Dallas because I know we could beat them." So.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean,
that's crazy.
Respect the honesty, I guess. He should come on the pod, man. Send him the link. I can let him on. If he's serious about it, it's cool. Ain't no judgment here. Send him the link. But while you do that, let me get into the next topic. I was reading on ESPN, and this is something what they brought up. So I say, let me bring it up to y'all. How long can the Chiefs stay undefeated with QB Patrick Mahomes throwing more interceptions than touchdowns? As you all know, the Chiefs are now 6-0, and one thing what I noticed about not all, but most of these games, these are some nasty wins. There's some real nasty wins. I couldn't think of like another term. It's like Jesus, y'all fighting for this, particularly Mahomes. Like my God, like I just hope that he's not too nicked up because I'm curious to see when the playoffs do reach, how is he gonna like just turn it up more? Because he not saying he's playing bad, he just trying that hard. Like he's going that hard. Pause. But Bernard, I'll let you go off with this. How long can the Chiefs stay undefeated? Vado, if you could do me a favor and just pull up their schedule just to see.
I done write up my response and all.
Okay,
So I look at the schedule. They got the Raiders, the Bucks, us, and Buffalo. I fully expect them to beat the Raiders and the Bucks. And the Bucks just because Godwin and
Mike
Evans should
Evans.
be out. The two of them will be out. So
That on game against us. They playing in Denver or they playing in Kansas City.
that is a
Doesn't
good
matter.
question. That yes,
Oh,
it
it
does.
matters.
Um,
You
that's a
said the
good
same
question.
thing about the Steelers.
Let me pull that
No,
up.
sorry, about the Chargers. But
Week 10.
Oh, stop.
We go into them. We go into them.
Oh,
In
okay,
week
well,
10.
shoot, yeah, they gonna beat us that game.
So I believe I saying between us and the Bills can get them their first loss. So I saying 8-0 or 9-0. But I'll say this: if they make it out of there unscathed, then we can start airing the undefeated season dogs. Because after that they got the Raiders again, the Chargers, and the Browns. So that could take them to 12-0 easily. I believe they could beat the Chargers. Raiders and Browns, they just about finished. Then it get a little tough. Texans, Steelers, and Broncos again. That last stretch tough.
okay,
I believe to if they make it to the Browns looking like that, then they can go for it. They can go for it. The Texans, Steelers, and us, they going for the undefeated season, like sure, if they make it there. But like I say, I believe us or the Bills can put that down. I refuse to believe they can make it deep in the season playing that bad and don't lose a game.
Bernard, you?
Um, I feel the same way with Vado say, but the key is with them, they winning in spite of Patrick Mahomes and that offense. That's the funny thing. Like they just gotta be. This is the nightmare scenario for the NFL right here. The Chiefs playing like old school football. They playing good defense. They running the football and they making key passing plays. Like and Patrick Mahomes spreading the ball around because he don't have no other choice. Like he ain't got no receivers. He only got tight ends apparently. So he got to spread the ball around and just rely on Kareem Hunt in our offensive line. That as long as they got spikes calling defense and they in every single game. So like what Waddle say, if they make it past Buffalo and they ain't lose, you might get into some undefeated talks. You know, I think that's unlikely.
Yeah,
Okay.
they get Carolina on their schedule too, so that's another win. I missed that one.
I got Kira again in the comments. Was the Pats champs when they went undefeated? Kira, that wasn't the question. I just asked how long can they go undefeated in the
Was
regular season.
Pat champs? No, they were not champs. They just
He
get rid
knows
of
that.
Moss.
He knows that. He knows that. I'm positive he knows that. But once again, I thank you for supporting the podcast still.
He answered me. He said he'll come on next week, not tonight.
No problem. When I send it to you, we just forward it. So, all right, cool. So that topic. So one thing, where's the article I had? Just give me a second, gents. Let me find it up right there. Where it is? Where it is? Where it is? Where it is? Same thing. What I brought up with where do I have this, man? So the next topic is maybe y'all have more knowledge on this. Should the Texans blocking woes concern them? So there's an article on ESPN.com. It's saying QB CJ Stroud had his worst game of his career, throwing for only 86 yards with no touchdowns. He was pressured on 48% of his dropbacks a season long theme, and was sacked 4 times. On 4 plays, the Packers had an unblocked defender rushing him. Stroud has now been sacked 20 times, which was ranked in the top 5 by game's end. If the Texans want to go right on a deep playoff run, the offensive line must protect their QB. So let me start with the questions. Should these blocking woes concern them?
Hell yeah, bro. I
20
mean,
times? 20 times for the season or rating his career?
nobody for the season.
For the
Correct.
season? Jesus.
Um, I'll say this: we all know playoff time um, is when all your weaknesses are show up. That's when the defensive coordinators is look at they look at every single game. They don't just watch 1 or 2 games. They watch every game basically to get all your tendencies down. Well, if you can't protect your quarterback, you probably going first. The only person I can think of who I see get deep in the playoffs with a garbage offensive line is Joe Burrow, and he ended up losing the Super Bowl. And Aaron Donald terrorized him in the Super Bowl, in fact, and actually made the last play of the game to stop him. So, but I don't even think I don't see CJ Stroud even going that far as Joe Burrow went. Joe Burrow had some magic with him. I don't know what he was doing that year, but Stroud, if they go in the playoffs with this offensive line, he going on first round at best second round. So yeah, they need to fix that line.
All right. Bernard, you?
Uh it's a great question that you asked. Just like what
Thank you.
Rado said, like unless they gotta get not just the level of play from that offensive line up to par, but they gotta stop with the self-inflicted wounds. Like Laramie Tunzel, who he right there. I have him run right there with Trent Williams in terms of left tackle ability. Like he's been one of the best left tackles in the league, yeah, and yeah, since he's been in the league. Since Dolphins do that dumb trade and send him over there. Um, but what has been absolutely ridiculous from him this year, like it's been ridiculous how many penalties Laramie Tunzel has had. Like I going through the list right now, right? From the season so far, Laramie Tunzel in terms of penalty yardage has given up 65 yards in penalties. That's like bench worthy level. Like you can't keep getting that type of stuff. For the year, he done had 7 false starts, 2 offensive holdings, and 2 illegal for formation penalties. You need to see better play out of him. He's the linchpin of that offensive line. And just like what Vado say, they ain't going nowhere, especially in the AFC playoffs with that offensive line playing like that. Because what happens? Because watch, take an example for last night. Tampa Bay have a better offensive line than the Houston Texans. Baltimore, for majority of the game, was doing whatever they wanted to do to Tampa Bay. Now imagine you CJ Stroud and Houston Texans got to play Baltimore, just like what happened last year. I feel sorry for him. That's a
Yep.
body bag game. And then two, Steve Spagnuolo is give his entire defense cocaine in the playoffs. You know, you where all of a sudden you got niggas and who get cut from other teams looking like Max freaking Crosby. He corners looking like John Bailey and thing out there. You ain't going up to Kansas City in the winter with that offensive line playing like that. You need all the help you could get. The defense is good, but it ain't good enough. The offense got to carry it. And
Yeah.
also passing game, you think they missing Nico Collins, yeah.
Yeah.
They missing him bad. So, but
Mm.
I don't have them going too far this year. They getting the playoffs for sure, but they ain't gonna win. But they desperately got to fix our offensive line off season.
So my question to y'all, I guess, is back off this, right? Let's say, okay, so let's say, what if the Texans do have like a level O line like the Buccaneers? What's their ceiling?
AFC title game.
Yeah. Because I feel like the Ravens or the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl either which way. So yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Or if Buffalo could finally get it together.
Yeah, them too. I'll but why put all them over Houston?
I just don't want Kansas City win 3 in a row.
Me neither. And
I,
so they don't have a Cooper Cup trade
yeah,
scenarios
I
going up.
would hate Sean
I
McVay forever if they send him over there.
I pray to God he don't go to Kansas City. But that's like having another Kelsey. But he could sit down in them zones easy.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. I forgot. I guess I could put that as a topic straight to the end. The Cooper
because
Cup trade.
we gonna dodge a bullet when Mike Evans gonna resign with the Bucks because he is seriously considering Kansas City.
They had to pay him.
Yeah.
You're right. But ain't
They had to-
nobody was trying to play no Kansas City offense with Patrick Mahomes, Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce, and Mike Evans. Ain't nobody trying to see that. Give them the Super Bowl.
All right, so I want to get your thoughts on this. As we all know, if the Browns weren't having a bad season already, Deshaun Watson he tore his Achilles, but when he was being lifted off the field, they were playing home right in Cleveland, and the fans there they were celebrating. Really, I saw a couple celebrities and some of his teammates. They spoke on it. Let me get your thoughts on it as casual fans, not of the Browns, but just of football.
I thought they was wrong.
Right.
I mean, me, if I was a Browns fan, I know he's trash, so I probably would be like, well, I would probably look at him on the field and be like, well, we ain't got to worry about him no more. But in terms of cheering while he on the ground, like, no, bro. At the end of the day, we got to remember he's a human being, and you should. I wouldn't wish that on no one, so I wouldn't want no one to wish that on me. So that's the kind of thinking I have in regards to that. Achilles rupture. The bomb was crying. I don't know if he was crying because of the pain or just because his season was over. But Achilles rupture, that could be a long process of recovery, pain, frustration, rehab. Like, bro, he gotta go through all that by himself. I mean, of course, he got family and friends, but at the end of the day, he was the only person going through that process. So I wouldn't wish that on him. And I think sometimes we all just a little guilty of dehumanizing football players, especially when it comes to fantasy football and wanting our teams to actually win so bad. Next man up mentality. If someone get hurt, next man up. We ain't really worrying about that fella on the ground. But I mean, for the most part, we don't cheer when the nigga on the ground. We'd be like, damn, that's if it's someone on our team, we'll feel bad. Like, oh, that could hurt the team drive. One of our best players going. If it ain't one of our best players, we know this better than having a practice squad player or something, because now we gotta dig deep in the roster to replace him. We ain't cheering for that. So just the fact that they was cheering, I think that was terrible.
Mm.
But with that said,
I was waiting on that.
I was cutting a nigga, bro. That's it. I taking the dead cap hit, and we know it could be a record. It gonna be a record somewhere like 70 million dead cap. I don't care. I cutting him, and I taking the dead cap hit for the next 2 years, and I paying him his money to not play for me, to not come back. I'm sorry, and not just because he get injured, just because you was trash. Don't come back. I rather get someone like Flacco to come back for 2-3 million. Hey, Flacco, and Flacco could take that because he won't be a starter. He won't be on no bench. Flacco, come back. I won't give you the team for the next 2 years and see what you could do. And I paying him on 4 or 5 million and get another backup or two. And we riding like that. I ain't keeping nothing. I ain't bringing him back. Sorry, that's the end of the road.
All right.
Imad Votto is being taking everything I just want to say. It's be making so much sense. Thank you, Votto. Thank you. But man, now as for the fans cheering for his injury, they should be ashamed of themselves. But then again, it's Cleveland. That's a classless fan base. I don't it's a terrible city. It's a lousy state. I hate the state of Ohio. I hate everything about them. So that don't shock me that they was cheering for him.
You sound like Joakim Noah. You know, he's like nobody wants to go to Cleveland
No
for
one want to go to
vacation.
Cleveland for
For
real.
vacation.
Like that's a miserable city. Like, but to quote what the Votto said. With that being said, this injury as tragic as it is for Deshaun Watson, it was gonna be the only way to get that nigga off the field. It was clear, evident to everybody in that organization. Jimmy Haslam and Paul Podesta was pushing the narrative with Kevin Stefanski to play Deshaun Watson, even though that nigga's ass, doodle butter, butt cheeks, like sewage, garbage.
Yeah, but they gotta justify that salary though. What you gonna do? Not play him?
Cut him, eat the dead cap. Denver do it.
Exactly, we did.
Cut him, spread that salary over 2 years, cut your losses.
But you gotta let them play first. You gotta let them play first, just to justify why you cutting them.
Watch them tape. The freaking tape is why I cutting him. He putting on bad tape, and we losing. Cut him. Go get Joe Flacco, who was the reason y'all make the playoffs last year. Go get trade for him. Get him. Come on, let's go run this back and then let him play while I wait for next year when I draft a quarterback. Let him sit behind Joe and learn, and then we take it from there. Because everybody talking about, I see on Twitter, everybody talking about, oh, Kevin Stefanski on the hot seat. They gotta be crazy. Kevin Stefanski on the hot seat. He's one of the most sensible offensive coaches this league got to offer. So you will be making a big mistake firing him. But it's unfortunate the way it happened. But you had to get Deshaun Watson off the field. He was stinking up the joint bad. Like the offense just wasn't functioning with him there. And my thing is, if this is basically the exact same offense that you had last year, but the only difference is you going from Joe Flacco to Deshaun Watson. Well, the problem is Deshaun Watson then. and watch how he plays. Like he looks like a guy that seemingly has forgotten how to play the quarterback position effectively.
That's a good point. I brought this up last week. I say, and I asked your opinion on this. He reminds me of like the basketball, sorry, like the football version of Roy Hibbert. I remember, and sorry, not to talk about basketball right away. I remember that playoff series 2014 or 2013, and I think he even made the All Star team that year. Like the Pacers, they had the best record in the league. Sorry, rating the East.
That was a good Pacers team for real. I ain't gonna lie.
And then when the playoffs reached, it wasn't that he wasn't hurt or anything, and we've seen him ball out rating the playoffs prior. Just that he looked like he forgot how to play basketball. I don't know the backstory behind that, but right to your point, just one of them players look like he don't know how to play basketball no more. Like
I also say this.
Deshaun done.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like Deshaun done though. Like he's done. Take your money, go right off with that fine hot piece of ass gal who you got, count your money, move out of Cleveland, move to Miami, move to LA, do something. Go start a YouTube channel or something. Go settle all them lawsuits that you still have. But mainly ride off in the sunset with Jilly and call it quits, bro. Because you've officially washed.
Damn. Yeah,
Also,
Vado, what you saying?
I'm going to say this should be not that no. I don't even think you have to tell no other NFL owners that because I think all of them know better. But to give anybody, you see, the Cleveland must even the Browns must have been watching the NBA because I don't know where they get this idea from. Let's give him a fully guaranteed contract. No, bro.
That's what he
Give
got?
Yes, he got a fully guaranteed 5-year, $230 million contract. So they have to pay him every dollar.
Yep. You know wiggle room. And they
you know,
only they only give him that money because that was the only way to stop him from going to the Falcons.
And you know what an NFL contract structure like that. Remember, Lamar was holding out. Lamar wanted, well, they were saying because Lamar said that ain't no true, but I don't believe him. They were saying Lamar was him and the Ravens was at odds because he's saying he want a fully guaranteed contract too. If Deshaun got one, I want one.
Yep.
And the Ravens was like, hell no. And I don't blame them, bro. You never know. Just saying. Now, my whole thing with quarterbacks, I always say, if you was a great quarterback, you can get all your money anyway. Because if you, let's say Lamar get his contract 2 years ago, I expect Lamar to be good in this league for another 5 to 10 years. They have to pay you again. Same way Doc just get paid again. Every as long as you want at a certain standard, they got to pay you. They ain't gonna go, let's go look for another quarterback and you still putting up MVP type numbers in it. No, bro. They can pay you again. So don't worry. But this little last year the contract ain't guaranteed. Bro, your money coming. As long as you stay to a certain level, your money coming. So on Lamar's side, I glad for the Ravens that they didn't give in them. Two, I always say the NBA, the problem with the NBA is guaranteed contracts, in my opinion. That always been the problem. Because
You and I, we've had this discussion from we met. You and I from we met.
Because they just go pay these niggas. They'll pay a nigga this summer. He play 1 year. The second year, he got a 5-year contract or 4-year contract. The second year, they ready to trade. They ready to move on. It's like, bro, you ain't it.
Bro, like the performance, what I see these dudes have right on their contract year, I'm like, you were capable of this the entire time? And then as soon as they get signed that summer, regress. Sorry, let me not say regress. Back to normal.
Like, look at Kawhi. Look at this foolishness Kawhi doing. He could never do that in the NFL. He could never do that in the NFL, bro. He never. He would. But Kawhi would walk away from the NBA with a fortune. Kawhi would walk away worth at least $200 to $300 million. And based on the amount of time he played in the last 4 to 5 years, he don't deserve it. Nigga just get another contract again, and he got a play option. So this could be another 4-year contract, basically. And you know why he keep opting out? Because he know, all right, let me opt out now so I can get another extension. But now when they really go want him opt out because they don't want to pay him no more, guess what he can say? Are you opting in? Because I noticed the last right, they ain't giving him no more contract after this. So whenever that last year come around, they saying, oh, I hope he opt out. He opt right back in for the last, whatever how much million they going. And that's why I believe the NBA is do a disservice to themselves and why they'll never be as good as the NFL. Because at the end of the day, y'all got niggas overseas, and I don't really know about G League, but it's niggas overseas and they go better than some of these niggas in the league. And I feel that could help the league even. I know the league based on stars, but the better your product is, the more talent you have. Instead of having these niggas who just running up and down the court, just making millions and don't really care. But like you say, contract here is the difference when you know your money guaranteed, and but I gotta play hard for this. They gotta pay me for the next 3 years, regardless. The hunger ain't there, like in the NFL, bro. You gotta eat what you kill every year, bro. It's a big difference.
And as a fan, not even as a fan of a particular team or player, just as a fan of the game itself, when I see when it's finally revealed what these dudes are capable of the entire time. I'm like, bro, you're fucking up the product. You're fucking up the product. It's like, why can't you play this hard or this smart? I talking like Nick Batum them making fucking smart ass plays and shit and stuff like that, bro. And I'm like, y'all capable of so much more, babe. Like, like y'all fucking up the product,
Yeah.
and it sucks. It sucks. But right to your point, if the Browns are smart, which they aren't, because they gave him. I mean, the evidence is there. They
this
gave him.
that's
They gave him all that money. They should cut him
that's one of them things we go back to what we was talking about earlier. Franchises, smart franchises, bad franchises. There's a bad franchise, terrible. So
historically.
even like how Bernard say Stefanski is one of the best offensive minds, bro. As long as he with that franchise, he ain't gonna see his full potential. And that's the sad reality.
So another topic might be my second to last topic. We ran through a lot so far. One, two, three, four, five, six. This is topic number seven. I got this another article what I got from ESPN. So they were talking about the Bengals who are catching their stride, right? So, but to be fair, they'd beat Cleveland, so I don't think that counts. Even though uh, they lost right to them right at the beginning of the season. So, is wide receiver T Higgins the key to Cincinnati's offensive success? Yes, with Higgins on the field, the Bengals have a reliable option when defenses decide to double team receiver Jamar Chase. Higgins, he continued his strong return from a hamstring injury that forced him to miss the first two games, catching a touchdown to give the Bengals some breathing room right in the first half. Higgins has now had 75 or more receiving yards in three straight games. Lamar, sorry, not Lamar. I'm talking about Lamar Jackson. But now, what's your thoughts?
Um, would I say he's the key? Not necessarily. Um, to me, I just think it's par for the course for the Bengals team. Like, I feel like we just do this every year. The Bengals always just start off kind of sluggish in the beginning. Then, as the season progresses, they just get better and better and better and better. Like, they are. I have a running joke with them. They ain't a Sep- September team. They are December team. Like that's when the Bengals you really want to play them. That's when they just give Patrick Mahomes fits and all that. But T Higgins especially, uh I know Twitter was talking about Cooper Cup going to the Chiefs. To me, I would be much more afraid if T Higgins went to the Chiefs. Like T Higgins, Cincinnati can't let him go. They got to work out a contract extension with him because Joe Burrow has had the luxury that few young quarterbacks have had. He got dead ass two number one wide receivers on each and every play. So uh I yeah, but the question is T Higgins the key? No, but he does play a very, very crucial part in that. In my opinion, the real key is the quarterback because when Joe Burrow playing right, yeah, the Bengals offense unstoppable.
Okay. What about you, Vado?
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's the key, Because this kind of remind me of, I don't know if you remember when Antonio Brown and Juju was together. And Juju had that big season because everybody was focusing on Brown and that leave him open. Now Juju was a good receiver at the time, but you know I think after a while, everybody after AB leave, we all realized, hey, he was benefiting from AB. Now, T Higgins is better than Juju, so I ain't trying to put him on Juju level. But also, Jamar Chase better than T Higgins. Jamar Chase is the star of the wide receiving core. He's that guy. So if I had to pick a receiver who's the key, I agree with Chase. But I like what Bernard say about the quarterback being the key because we see what they is when Burrow out. When Burrow out, that's basically it. They ain't got no playoffs or nothing. I mean, they look little funny right now because they 3-4, but boy, I still ain't counting them out.
No,
They can make a run. They can make a run. So yeah, Burrow would more be the key. But I think Higgins is a great part of the offense. I think they should keep him. They should try their best to keep the squad together, especially how Mixon going. I think they should keep Mixon, but that's a different story.
I got you. So I added one more topic. Like I said, these last few weeks, been talking about the Jets, been talking about the Bills, been talking too much about the Jaguars. I know none of them niggas run. I don't know about y'all. But I do want to get y'all thoughts on this. I feel like I already know the answer, what y'all gonna give, but I'll ask it anyway. Which team will benefit the most from trading for wide receiver Cooper Cup?
Prob well, but no, I can let you go first. I don't see what you can say.
Them dirty, stinking, lousy mother suckers named the Kansas City Chiefs. That is why the football gods cannot be that cruel to me. My heart can't take it. Cooper Cup fit. My thing is, you can let that fat mastermind Andy Reid get a wide receiver as smart and as quick and nimble as Cooper Cup. Like this like let's put in perspective who Cooper Cup really is. Yeah, Matthew Stafford won the Super Bowl his first year with the Rams, but let's not get it twisted. He win because of Cooper Cup take that game over offensively. Like no matter who they line up against him, he's beating them early, often. Pause. He's getting it like he catch everything will come his way. Pause. Like Cooper Cup is just one of those guys, and like
I ain't
he's
even
one of
thinking
them
about
guys.
this shit.
Like like what I find out the other day, it's like Cooper Cup, like he seems like he always felt like he didn't seem that tall to me. You know, Cooper Cup 6'2".
6'2"?
Yeah, Cooper
Mm-hmm.
Cup is 6'2". I did not think that. I thought he was like 6 feet, maybe like 6 feet and a half or so. But he's 6'2", so he ain't no small dude, boss. But
You was googling his height?
huh?
Mm.
Oh, Tori, I said pause. But anyway, but Kansas City can't get him because, like, you can't get him because you got Kareem Hunt playing well right
I'd
now.
ask you. Sorry, not to cut you. I'd ask you if they can't get him. And I know you're about to go on your rant. And I'm gonna let you finish too. It's fine, but it's like you're saying that they're gonna benefit most, like the
Yeah,
Chiefs. Okay,
yeah, they would.
continue your rant. Okay.
Yeah, they would benefit the most because he would be the missing piece on the offense. Like no receiver you could get could really make Kansas City passing game fair as much as if you put Cooper Cup there right now. Like there's no one. I don't care what corner you got. None of that. That opens everything up for them offensively because you got a backup because you still gotta pay attention to that bastard number 87. And then Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Still got that great offensive line. Got a running game that's doing the most, and you got that mad scientist on the sideline, Andy Reid. That's why the football gods can't let this happen because they would benefit tremendously, and they will win 3 Super Bowls in a row if they were to acquire Cooper Cup.
Now, At 1:55 p.m., Chrissy posts in the group this screenshot he get from Twitter. Rams reportedly say Cooper Cup on trade blog. Rams reportedly have contacted teams about dealing veteran wide receiver at 1:55. At 1:56 p.m., I type, "For the love of God, don't let him go to Kansas City.
Yes, he did type that.
Do not let him go to Kansas City." Because me and Bernard thinking the same thing. Just keep him away from that place, dog. Bro, if Mahomes get another receiver smart as that, like I remember during the Super Bowl run, they had an article talking about how Stafford and Cooper Cup had this connection. And basically it's the same thing with Mahomes and Kelsey, where it ain't just about running a route where, hey, you run here and I can throw the ball in right there. These Cooper Cup and Travis Kelsey is actually read the defense and react to it. And the quarterback is in sync with them to know if he see this, he ain't going that way, he going this way. That's the type of connection they have. And bro, it ain't I honestly
That's why they're
believe
champions.
I believe a smart receiver like Cup and a smart quarterback like Mahomes, it ain't gonna take them long to get that connection. You talking about 2-3 weeks max, and because they could be doing this in practice. And bro, if I know the type of person Mahomes and Cooper Cup is, they probably could be Cooper Cup. If he go to Kansas City, he probably be by Mahomes' house watching film late in the night and thing like, all right, this what we doing, this what we doing. They could be up to speed dead quick, bro. We don't need that. We honestly don't need that.
So
We don't us the rest of the teams in the NFL. We don't need that.
So I'll say this. This is actually one time. I think I'm gonna chip in, just piggybacking of what y'all been saying for the last few weeks. Like I'm not gonna say the Chiefs. I'm gonna say either the Bills. I mean, y'all been saying this for like a minute that Josh Allen need a number one in terms of receivers. I really think the Bills they could benefit from that. I think once he go there healthy now, because I think that's why they trading him. I think he's getting a bit expensive for how hurt he's been getting. So so
Ezekiel with 49ers.
no, I didn't see it. What is it? Oh, fuck.
Nigga, you all finished, bro. It's a wrap.
That's the next team who I don't want to talk about, the 49ers. I've been talking about them all season. When he come on next week, we could talk about it. But yeah, I think the Bills they can benefit, and then also the Chargers too. You know, they need receivers. They need receivers, but
Right.
yeah. But I'll leave that there. Trey, you just reached back, so I can let you close it out. Which team do you think will benefit the most?
To be weird. Shit. I can't say the Bills because they just got Amari Cooper. So you gotta see how that can pan out.
He's a running back, though, right? If you don't mind me asking.
No,
No, he's a wide receiver. All right.
So,
He's a one, though. Is he a one?
I mean,
Like a 1B.
yeah,
In that offense, he
have to.
is.
But I'd say I don't want to say the Chiefs, even though that's the clear cut answer because they do need a receiver. Flip. I don't see him go Baltimore either. Shit,
I really think they need him in Baltimore, though.
no. But
No,
I'd like to see him go to the Steelers.
That would be my next one, too.
I just was thinking that too.
Yeah, because they could benefit from a number two, and he could show George Pickens a couple tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could benefit from that because they really and truly they don't have other than Pickens, but they don't have no one who really and truly put fair in you as a receiver. It'd be weird. Van Jefferson in it.
I even forget about Von Jefferson. Was he on the Ram team when they win the Super Bowl?
He should.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
Yeah, but him since then.
Mm.
No, but he catch a touchdown Sunday night.
Oh yeah.
All right, cool. Say that. So, gents, we're gonna go into the recap now of Week 7. So, Bernard, Bernard, and Vado, I gonna let y'all have the floor for the first game of Week 7. Give me a second. I can pull it up right now. Share screen. What I got right here. Give me a second, gents. Let me pull it up right quick. Let's share audio. Yes. Week 7, first game, the Thursday night football. Y'all decide who going first. Broncos versus Saints.
Uh, I ain't got much to say on this. We kill them, and they had a rookie quarterback. I mean, we had a rookie too, but we know our defense way better than this. They got all kind of injuries. We do what we supposed to do. Bo missed some. We really supposed to get them, but Bo missed some wide open passes in the beginning of the game. I couldn't believe it, bro.
Fox.
I couldn't believe it. Bo had a wide open touchdown on the first drive, but he missed.
Like and that's an annoying trend for him, but I hope he could really get coached out of him. He got to start games faster
Mhm.
because first half Bo and second half Bo in the same person. Like second half Bo played way better, but I still pissed at that score. That score
Mm.
is supposed to at least be about 45-3
Yep.
because they get a cheap little garbage time touchdown late, but Broncos defense were who
Wow.
they've been all season. It was a
Mhm.
nice little bounce back win after that little egg we get on our face from the Chargers last week. So felt very good about that. Now we on the Carolina.
Another easy one.
Look at that. All right, cool. Um, let's go into the next game for that. Check out Bo next. Hey. No Chrissy, no Keem, no West, but Jaguars versus Patriots. Trey, I gotta let you start this off, man.
I mean, I don't know what to say with this. I expected to see them to win, though, but I wasn't expecting them to drop 32. It could be weird.
No fucking way, dog. No
Like,
fucking way.
that was embarrassing. But like I try to show niggas, especially on this play in particular, it's a reason why you don't line drive kicks. I don't care how strong of a leg you have, no homo, but it's the reason you put hang time on on punts and kickoffs because you allow your defense time to set up
That
and
was a
run down and hit the target.
that was a punt or a kickoff.
That was a punt,
Okay.
66-yard punt. Like I said, the punt was okay, but I tried to tell niggas like, wait, they key components of the game you must take account with. Like, who can't be hitting no line drive punts and niggas who not even known to
Jesus.
and shit
Wow.
like that. That's Gonzalez.
Yeah, that's him. He get burn on that play.
Gonzo lock. Anyway, yeah, this
Good
is
goal
this
like
is
a
a
do
mid
boy.
off, but the Jags look like they might save the season off of this.
I don't know about that.
I know, because AFC little weird now.
What you mean save? How can you save something what's already like done?
Just then they get a favorable schedule coming up.
They 2 and what? 5?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I think he coming back. Only well, even Angelo gave up on 2 and 5, so I don't know
that's different.
what different.
I mean, because they actually thought they was carrying some rock.
The expectation.
Yeah, I tell them, I know. I can't wait to get to that game.
Vado Bernardo, what's your thoughts on it? If y'all got any thoughts. If not,
Didn't watch the game. I'd rather watch Pink Peel than to watch Jacksonville celebrating beating the Patriots. Jacksonville is a garbage organization. They should hang their face in shame. And thank God Cristiano is called.
no.
I
Hey,
I watched it. It was a good. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it was a good game, but it was entertaining just to watch the Patriots lose. I was getting a lot of laughs out of that game. But BBL Jersey did not perform as advertised because I heard he was coming in there to kill the Jags, and then he started off good. I think they was up there nothing, if I remember.
Yeah,
They was up there nothing, and then all of a sudden the Jags just start
21
killing them.
straight.
Yeah, 21 straight. You are correct. And then that was it. So you know, we'll see if they got something for the Jets on Sunday.
Got you. So next game, what I want to talk about, the Vikings losing streak. Sorry,
Next
winning
game of the
streak
week.
has
Yeah.
been snapped, and it ain't really like a bad thing. It's like if somebody is gonna snap it, let it be a very good team, and that's what happened. 31 to 29. It was a close game too. Vado, let me get your thoughts.
Yeah.
You read on it?
This was almost an instant classic. This going on to the wire. I saw the box score. I don't know if you all saw someone posted in the group. They said this was the most even box score of all time. Yards, um, rushing yards, passing yards, first downs, score. Everything was just about even. Like turnovers. So it was an even game. I think the better team won though. I had the Lions to win this game. I don't know if you all heard. I don't know. I still don't know if it's fake or not though. He's saying that
Just
the
the full game.
Vikings.
What they got me watching? Fuck that! I ain't watching that.
They were saying the Vikings trying to get a trade for Stafford. Now I don't know if that's true or not. So I think if it is true, I would say
Jesus.
that Kevin will go and look at Donald and say, "This guy ain't get me where I need to go, so let me go get Stafford." But I don't know if it's true. But these are the type of games I expect Donald not to win. Like even though he doing good so far, 5-0 and all that. When you read the elite teams, I don't know if he could win those type of games. And this was
It's just gonna say this. I you say it was an even score, an even matchup and everything.
mm-hmm.
The better quarterback won the game.
Yep. Because when the game was on the line, Goff to do what he had to do and get in field goal range. But it was a great game though. This
Yeah,
one of them. I gotta go back and watch the 40-minute replay this week.
yeah, but NFL can replay this for a minute. But one thing I can say about Jared Goff, he been on like plenty ends of the some of the best games of the latter decade. In Kansas City shootout what he win.
Oh
This
yeah, that was the Ramsey.
yeah. 56 to
But
53 or some shit like that.
I remember.
Insane.
Would y'all do the trade? Donald over Donald for Stafford?
So
If I was the Vikings, hell yeah.
the Rams, no.
Now if I was the Rams, I'd think about it. But the Rams might be
Unless
trying
you
to
tanking.
the Rams might be trying to think of them though, because they in salary cap held. So they might be trying to get rid of salary off the books. So that might be why they're trying to get rid of Cup on him one time.
All right. I hear your thoughts on that. I keep it moving on that. I'm not doing Bills versus Titans. Elliot, you want to talk about Colts versus Dolphins or nah?
Only thing I gotta say is thank God do coming back.
That was a mid off as well.
Niggas let the rapping, dancing sissy beat us, man. 10 of 26, man.
Falcons and Seahawks.
That was a beat down, eh?
Yeah, man.
30,
Seahawks did them dirty.
34.
The only thing I remember of this game,
Kirk
when
with
the game-
two.
when the game first started, it was a Falcons fan who was being grove. He was sitting there spitting up the place, talking to DV, shouting. Next
But
thing,
he said for
but
the
an hour
gun,
later, yeah. But an hour later, I realized, like, but I ain't had this nigga in a while. When I look up at the TV, I was like, oh, okay.
hey, I was joking for you,
He
though.
done for. Niggas them was dead quiet over there, boy.
Oh boy, that's like your boy when Vikings start getting beat.
Yeah, yeah, he was quiet.
All right, so we can move on from that because that was a slaughter. Packers and Texans, though, I'll say one thing what they said on these. I think I was talking about how Packers is a well-run organization. One thing what they said on ESPN.com after their win, I had it right here, or am I too far down? I scroll it up. Scroll right up. Packers. Yes. Does this win mean a little more? This was the first victory over a team with a winning record for the Packers. The Texas previous loss just came from the Vikings. The
Mm.
Packers' first four wins came against teams that entered this week with a combined 7-15 record. Their two losses came against teams with a record of 8-2 before week 7. Blah blah blah. The Packers won't have to face questions about the qualities of their wins when the schedules it gets tougher. So, what's your thoughts on that? On the Packers beating the Texans? Was it the Packers got lucky, or is it that the offensive line for the Texans is just that bad?
I
I
think it
don't
was
think
a
they.
good win for the Packers, especially at home. Only one issue I will have with the Packers, that's Jordan Love. He got to work on his accuracy and his
I
decision making.
I
Two
wish Chrissy was
interceptions.
here.
Yeah, two interceptions that they got to work on that. Even the turnover starting to pile up for Jordan Love. Um, but other than that, like, hey, it was a pretty good team win. Houston just got to get back to the drawing board.
Hey, Vada, you's a bitch, bro. Everything cool. I mean,
But I ain't gonna lie though, that's called shock because
he's
I think
typing at the same time. He's a sissy, man. Everything good.
Texans was winning with like couple seconds left, right? Or some shit like that. So I thought the game was over, but I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even paying attention no more. Next thing I know, I turn around the Packers fan and go over all of they game on bad. But like Bernard say for you though, Jordan Love of this wear habit, and Vado stay bringing this up too. He love to throw off his back foot, but leading to plenty inaccurate passes and interceptions. I don't know where he get that weird shit from. Oh, what do you
A-Rod.
think? He must he think he playing Madden in real life.
Been watching
But he,
A-Rod, you see.
yeah, but he need to stop that.
He say you need to stop that.
Yeah, because
He trusts
I
his,
like
he trusts his arm too much. That's his problem.
watch this. I think we playing them this year. He need to do it against us.
That's your boy, do. Who like just too much, Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah,
don't like
yeah. Man,
stepping in. He
they need
was
to
he
coach
was
that out of him.
he was 1 of 11 at one point in time in the game. And all. I blame us for play start playing soft zone on them little sissy niggas.
All right, so let me get thing oh, hold on. Let me see. I put up the next game right quick. No, wrong one. Yeah, right there. It's fine. Browns and Bengals, no. Eagles and Giants, no. Rams and Raiders. I actually was watching this in Grove, but
Yeah, but that'll get interesting to the end.
it did.
it did because I mean, yes, but then also nothing else was on. Um, the interesting thing about the Commanders versus the Panthers is that McDaniels went down in rating the first quarter, but and they still is cutting ass. So I
What
do
she
want to
gonna say?
talk about because I was watching this in Grove for a bit. 49ers and Chiefs, and I pray that Kiro is still with us because this was a very intense game. It feels like it really felt like the 49ers beat themselves, but uh, but let me get your thoughts on it, Vado. I let you start it off.
They beat themselves every week. But
Whoa.
Wow. I ain't gonna lie, that was really wild. Hey, that was wild.
but anyway, let it go. um,
I had to
I
get you
believe
back.
I believe at this point a little mental with them and the Chiefs. I don't believe they think they could beat the Chiefs in terms of the players, maybe even the coaches. Who knows? But I don't believe they think they could beat the Chiefs. Mahomes and they had, and then two, Purdy is a different player without Debo. I don't know. Anytime Debo out the lineup, he is like he can't function. And I noticed that going back to last year.
Three interceptions, Jesus.
When we watch when
Yo, Jack.
the receiver show came out on Netflix this summer. Debo and Kittle was two of the receivers who was on it, and every game Debo was out for 3 games. They lose all three of them games, dog. And as soon as Debo come back, they start winning. Something with him and Debo. So when Debo going out the other day, that was curtains for him. And then Royce and Jawan Jennings. Jawan Jennings was out, so that's his new blanket right now. Because I mean, sad to see his knee gone, but he was playing like a bitch before that anyway. So let's just call it what it is. But now his knee gone. So this season was for him. This season was trash. He ain't do nothing, and then he got injured. The running game was all right, but I think the Chiefs do a good job in negating the run game as much as they could. But right now, I just think the Chiefs all around as a team, but they just clicking with that defense. They ain't blaming nobody.
Man. And the thing is, what's so crazy about it, just imagine how the team is going to look when they get the Cooper Cup. Oh my God. Say that's, woo!
Wait, Tori, shut up.
Trey, you was there with us, Raiden Grove. What was your thoughts?
Y'all ain't gonna like this, but I feel the Niners beat themselves. They feel the
Mm.
Chiefs, despite Patrick Mahomes not having uh even average season,
Like I said, it's a nasty win, bro.
the defense is playing out of their minds.
Mm-hmm.
We can't negate the fact that that defense is a problem. If you go back and look at the before this game, the last 3 games they played against, I think it's top 5 rushers in this league. They held all of them to under 50 yards, and that's including Derrick Henry. So we gotta take into account how great Steve Spagnuolo really is, and that the defense is really becoming a problem. Now, I will say this on the 49ers behalf. The window has officially been closed.
Mm,
Time to blow up and restart. Someone got to get fired. Couple trades got to happen.
mm.
It's time. It is time.
Remind me
So
to make that a topic next week, especially since we're gonna have our first 49er rate on the panel.
well, I already know how that can go. But I gonna ask a question. But since you say that, we can leave that till next week.
No, please bring it up because hopefully next
Okay.
week we'll have more people. But yeah,
Okay. Well, I wanted to ask Trey, and he says someone need to get fired. He think it need to be guys down.
The coach, I feel Shanahan out do you welcome now.
See, I don't. I just want to. I believe in guys, but I could also admit that maybe.
Vado, hold on. Just a question: Is
Mm-hmm.
the audio is it coming from your mic still, or coming from your headphones?
Mike.
Okay, now it is. Okay. Anyway, you saying?
Probably to edit out.
Yeah.
I go on to say because we forget what I go on to say. Oh, I go on to say that I believe in God, right? But this might be one of them situations where it's time for him to go for through and then start over somewhere else. Because you don't always, as a coach, you don't always stay with the same organization straight through. Sometimes you got to move around and find a place where you can actually win your
Yeah,
championship. And the voice, they might get tired of the voice in the locker room. Who knows? But I don't think so, though. Because they still, to me, they still solid. Right now, injury is killing them. I believe they would have been right back in the Super Bowl if not for injury. So,
but then how much chances you can give them on injuries kill Robert Sala too. I mean, we could, yeah,
Stop it.
because we could argue Aaron Benay's first year. I say Aaron Benay's first year, and they make the playoffs. I don't think he get fired going into this year, unless it's probably the same outcome. But then you probably have more chemistry. You see what they saying? You
Maybe.
probably start this year different. That's why I feel I suggest hater. But in defense of Robert, he never had a true quarterback. They never really give him
Yeah, they always had trash at quarterback.
like real dog. They never give him someone serviceable. So yeah, but Kyle on the other hand, you had Kaepernick. You make the
Kyle ain't
Super
had no
Bowl.
Kaepernick.
God, that was in Kyle.
So that was our ball.
Yeah, that's how about bad night. God damn,
So
I'm a
when
time
Kyle
these niggas
come
spent.
there,
He had
I
Jimmy
forget
though,
it.
right?
I'm
He
a
had
Yeah,
time these
Jimmy.
niggas spend to the Super Bowl, boy.
he
He
trade for
had
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Yeah.
Trade for Jimmy.
That was a
These
good trade
niggas.
too.
So these niggas
Yeah,
spent to the Super Bowl 3 times in this era,
yeah.
and then we're
Harbaugh
not
been
one.
no.
Yeah, but
God
Trey,
damn.
with that, it's kind of like you just need someone to get over the hump. That's it.
Yeah, but if John
I
couldn't do it and Kylie and did it twice, babe, ain't looking like nothing now, man.
Yeah, but I don't think not say, and I'm not gonna say that it's dramatic because it's not, but it's like we could make the Super Bowl almost once every 2 years. We ain't gonna win, so just blow it up.
I mean, something got to
So,
shake.
but I understand what he's saying though. Tori, in football, you got a window because the salary gap can start there too.
True,
Niggas
true.
won't get paid. They gonna, their
Yeah,
body can start to break down. The injuries can start to pile up. This ain't like basketball. Like how, I mean, injuries happen in basketball too. But say for instance, how you got the Boston team now, you got the salary cap there, right? But Boston don't mind because they know, all right, we got this team locking for the next 3 to 5 years. Let's see what they don't work like that in football. So if you win the Super Bowl, don't the Chiefs is outliers. The Chiefs and the Patriots, they really outliers. It don't normally work like that. What
yeah,
think of the Rams? The Rams going all in, pay everybody, win the Super Bowl, and then what? They immediately start to fall off.
yeah,
That's
then
that's
hell no.
normally that's normally how it is work. That's normally how it is work. It don't normally work the way with the Chiefs and the Patriots are they sustaining these dynasties and them. So the the Niners might reach that point where it's, it's time to you keep certain people, you let the rest go, and you start hitting the draft and see what you can do.
Yeah, man. This signing Trent Williams, the long term deal was insensible, neither.
True. Okay. So let me see what I could do right quick.
Don't skip the Jets game.
I can let you start it off.
I waiting on that.
Give me a second. I can let you start it off right quick. Um, Steelers and Jets.
Yeah.
Elliot, Elliot, I can let you start it off.
I tell
Steelers.
you, see, this what like my PE teacher used to tell me and my softball coach, Mr. Albury. Gentlemen, this what we talk about. You see me? This when I tell y'all,
You sound so
hey,
passionate about it,
we
man.
70 in the tree. I just tell me, boy, you freak it out.
You was
Hey,
trolling though. Don't come with
this
that.
and that. But then I admitted the score might not be 17-3, but it can feel like 17-3. That's how bad they can get beat. Because I know within myself,
uh,
defense know how to play. And if Mike Tomlin know one thing in the NFL, he know how to coach up a defense. And he can gosh your head. Now, granted, TJ Watt ain't not no big game, but you still had to double him and triple him straight through. So that open up the spots for everyone else to live on the defense. Now on the Jets be off, season over. You trade for the one day on L. Now, granted, you playing the parts next week. If you lose that, I know what to say. Some more firing must can take place. But yeah, shout out to Russ and Sierra for raising future son.
wow. this, this
I
really
always
getting
got
off course.
no. I just always got to mention that dread. That's all I got to say though. My
In the
prediction is right.
in the future, watching niggas playing football with your son. Cool word.
Yeah, man.
Jay-Z was
He
even
said
better than
second said most though.
he had a bucket.
Vado, sorry, Bernardo, I didn't hear from you. I didn't hear from you right in a minute. What's your thoughts um on the game, Jets versus the Steelers?
Jets suck. Steelers don't. End of story.
Wow.
Mm,
Poetry in motion.
mm, okay. By the way, I glad your headphones on. I see your little boy there. I was about to say something. I was about to say something.
That
Anyway,
was a pause moment for Judo.
that was a real pause moment just now. I was like,
What do you
man,
say?
it's the way he said it. Jets suck. Steelers don't. I was
Wow.
No. Why y'all trying to make it extra zesty? You know,
like, action, bro. We can play
Sometimes
it
it's
back,
gotta
you know.
bring these things through before you say it.
We can play it back, Bernardo. I can send it. I can send it inside the group.
Okay,
Um,
let's try this again then. The Jets are a poorly run organization. The
it's too
Steelers
late.
aren't.
Too late. The damage is done.
Joe Namath still living?
They still living.
No,
That's
yeah.
a
I
good
think it's so
question because
stuff.
I don't know.
I think it's
Jesus.
so.
But I looking right at this box
You
score. New York. It was moving steady. 3 in the first quarter, then 10-10, then 14.
Yeah, but
you
they
Um,
get spanked
realize
New
you
York
don't
did
realize
nothing. New York did nothing.
in the second half. None.
Nothing.
you all realize Joe Namath still is the greatest player in the history of Jets, friends, huh?
That's crazy.
From
Meanwhile, two was the second best quarterback in Dolphins history.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
um I don't know how to respond to that, but I'll get back to you on that.
Wait, Vado, sorry, separate topic. What clam he running on with, me?
In the comment section.
No, he in the comments, he in the group saying, oh, he forget the podcast tonight, saying that it probably shitty.
Clem don't.
Hashtag Lake Show. Get the fuck.
Clem's be
They went
drunk.
in, you
All
see,
right, brother. Yeah, that's how
and
he's
brought
name.
and
Oh,
brought
And then
yeah?
when
Bronny
and
play.
then when they start losing, Clem's be like, I ain't watching them games no more, boy. You want that shit, boy. I staying up
First
late.
game of the season.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Anyway, so let me go on to the next one. Go on to the next one. I don't want to talk about. We could talk about last night game. Let's talk about the Cardinals and the Chargers. Vado?
Oh, that was a beautiful game. Now, well, I was running through TV, so I was watching that while I was watching the Ravens game.
Oh,
It was
Grove.
a no.
Sure, sure. Okay.
um, So it was a low scoring game. I think the Chargers hit 4 field goals. What the final score was again? 70. Oh, they had 5 field goals. Yeah. So
5 field. Jesus.
yeah, Kyler really basically had to play the game. The
50
44
yard,
yard,
a
44 yard,
44
40
yard.
yeah, 44 yard touchdown run. That was beautiful.
Crazy.
That didn't seal the game, but he still had to get a game winning field goal. But yeah, it goes back to what we talked about earlier. That number one receiver, the Cardinals defense, they played their heart out last night. But I watched them. They they ain't an elite defense, but they play so good last night. They make the Chargers. They bend, basically they bend but don't break no more. So they let the Chargers come down the field, but guess what? You ain't getting in this end zone, bro. That was the most important thing, and that basically helped win the game for them because I think if the Chargers could have get at least one touchdown, they win the game. But they refused to allow them in the end zone. Herbert, I don't say Herbert had a bad game because he keep hitting this Disley fella. Disley had a career night.
That's a
I think
nice
they said
pass.
that was his best game. But now that you play these highlights, another thing, the Chargers turned the ball over too much in the first half. That play right there, the they get the ball punch out and it was a safety, bro.
Look at that.
How do you allow that? That's I believe if he keep that ball, he hold on the ball, that's a touchdown because Dobbins running that in from right there, 2 yards out.
Jalen
It's like,
Rager still in the NFL?
yeah, I was surprised to see him
Who
do.
did this?
Jalen Rager from who's to play on the Eagles, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
never.
You see how quick the Eagles get rid of
Really?
Niggas take Jalen Rager over Justin Jefferson.
him.
Real white?
Real shit.
Oh
Check it
my.
out.
Bro, I remember my coworker, he's the Eagles. He was so excited over that Rager pick. Maybe a Jalen Rager, like a year later. So it's trash off my team, boy.
Yeah, they about to say that about Bronny soon. About to climb down. Ooh, that's a
Bronny
serious.
didn't get a rebound. Like,
But I in this group now, General, that's how I complaining about Bronny. Say, it's a right. General, who love LeBron, saying, but get Bronny off the court. That's a rap right there.
Yeah.
he take the rebound away from Bronny.
All right. So Trey, did you watch the game last night?
The Cardinals game.
Yeah.
I watched the second half.
Okay.
I catch the Kyler Murray run and the demise of the Chargers. Granted, Justin Herbert put them in prime position to win the game. But one thing can always wear its ugly head. I don't care what y'all say the defense is trash. Joey Bosa I don't know. He ain't playing right.
I'm even sure.
He should be hurt, I think. The only person on the defense who really and truly surprisingly balling is Khalil Mack, boy. And that's been the story for the past 2 or 3 years, boy. Since they 2 years since they get him. Darren James at times do make plays, but then again, he's made costly plays too. So I give it to the Cardinals. They fought hard, especially what I saw in the second half. But I don't know. Chargers must need to go get a receiver for Drew. Drive something more. Try trade for Cup for Drew. If they have capital. That was horrible. Where you get in the red zone all them times or get in opponent territory and can't score. One touchdown.
What? Bernard, tell me if you agree with me. But watching this game, I still believe if they didn't knock Satan out, we could have beat them. That changed the whole game for us.
Fox easily. Easily.
Yeah, but it's trash.
I hear you. So let me get your thoughts. Sorry, Bernard, did you want to add uh, thoughts?
No, I didn't really pay attention to this game. Baltimore and Tampa Bay was way better.
And that's what we're going to next. Talk about the Baltimore and Tampa Bay. And Bernard, I'm gonna let you start that off. So let's see. Looking at the stats right here, you it was 31-41, high scoring game. Baker Mayfield, 370 yards, three touchdowns, but two interceptions. Lamar Jackson, 281 yards, but five touchdowns. Five. Woo. Uh, Rushing yards. Rashad White had 40 yards, and compared that to Derrick Henry, with 15 carries and 169 yards. That's crazy. Yeah, Bernard, I can let you start it off.
Yeah, pretty decent, pretty great offensive showing from Baltimore. I was very impressed with what I saw last night. Baltimore was pretty much able to do whatever they wanted to do in the passing game. Um, Rashad Bateman, I don't think he got enough attention that he really deserves. He really coming into his own in that Ravens offense. Um, Switch over to Tampa Bay offense. Some two really bad turnovers by Baker Mayfield. I wanted to say there was just great plays by the DBs. Well, not even the DBs on Marlon Humphrey because he gonna pick off Baker twice. But uh, it's just I blame it more on him not going through his reads, especially the pass rush and the pressure was starting to get to him early and often, and it just was a bad night for Tampa Bay. Of course, the score doesn't tell the whole. The final score doesn't tell the whole story because Baltimore defense let off the gas late. Um, but yeah, I think Baltimore Lamar Jackson made improved his case for MVP candidate and just a good game for Baltimore.
Okay, Trey.
You know I don't like the Ravens, man.
Itch.
So I despise this game. But nonetheless, great showing. I would say this though. Y'all ain't giving enough credit to Derrick Henry, but he
I think
made he making Lamar look better.
it's a team sport.
I mean, yeah, but understand what they saying. Before, like most teams still would lower the box against Lamar, right? But you could still play somewhat shell coverage against his receivers. Nah, you really can't do that. Because you playing more one on ones now because of that again. Really is that Ed factor. So with Henry and Lamar both in the backfield, we really gotta worry about that. So that again really is my unsung hero for that team and our offense.
Now, you know what I about to tell you, Ray J.
Yeah, I know what you want to say.
Remember, you said he wasn't fit for this offense.
Because they was doing shit.
Oh, so now they tailored them now.
It looked like it.
Okay. Well, that's a good explanation.
Because they I ain't gonna lie, because them first what 2 or 3 games, he probably had a combined 30 touches or 35. If that. Now they probably he touches probably getting up to at least 16, 17 per game. And he in the passing game getting involved in that.
He gets receiving touchdowns. Like, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
but so they
It-
saw
this-
what they was doing wrong and they solved the issue.
Jeff Andrews look like he alive again too.
That's another thing though.
Mm.
Likely look like he going back into that
Yeah,
significant road.
going back to number two.
All right, Vado. I could let you. I could let you cap it off. What was your thoughts on the game last night? I know you had two TVs up. You're at Grove, but everything good.
I mean, just like I was telling Value today, this Tampa Bay defense is trash, boy. Like super trash. Like it really is garbage. And that's part of the reason they get 41 but on them. It's like a mixture. Baltimore, like I say last week, I had Baltimore as the best offense in the league. And this Tampa defense, basically top three worst in the league, if you ask me. They 31st in yards allowed and 28th in scoring.
Damn,
So
bad across the board.
you know what I mean? They right there. They right there at the bottom. The offense solid. Obviously, you got the two good wide receivers there. I think their run game all right too, but Baker make some costly mistakes last night. Like,
I just watched one.
yeah,
That's what
I
I
was
saw.
watching. I was watching the morning gas and the two each throw two picks, right?
Jesus.
I think the two picks each throw.
He threw two, yeah.
Eli, Eli and Bateman was like throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. This nigga stare them receivers down, hold the ball, pot it, and then throw the
Check
ball.
Lamar. Jesus, that's a.
Why would you do that, bro? But Lamar had a great game. I mean, this is a typical Lamar game for me. Especially against a garbage defense like this. Like so, these third down plays, just these replays bring in a lot of insight because I even forget some of these plays. But bro, on third and long, they kill these niggas with the screens all night. Like that one, obviously went for a touchdown. Then they had another one where they had like a penalties would kick them back to midfield, like third and 20 something, and they was able to pull another screenplay that put them in field goal position, so they was able to get 3 points out of that. So Tampa Bay just bad all. I mean, their defense just bad all around, and so and like I say, Baltimore offense just the best in the league to me. You can still make an argument for Detroit, but I think it's Baltimore and their defense. Even though
That's
they gave up
that's
them
his
points at
second pick
the end,
of the night. That's his second pick in the replay.
yeah. Even though they gave up them points at the end, but Bernardo about I gonna me personally, I gonna put that. When you done think you done win a game and then you just being complacent because this game over. These niggas ain't coming back. That type of thing.
But
I
that's
think that's what.
scary still, though.
Yeah, I know, but I think that's what happened last night. And to me, that come from the coach because even at the end of the game, he take Lamar and Derrick Henry was on the sideline laughing and thing. But I was like, bro, if why don't you all come in the game and get the first down and ice the game though, instead of sending your defense back on the
I
field?
want the
And
Tampa Bay to come back.
and then
Laugh
they
at
go on
that.
they go on punt the ball, put the defense back on the field, and guess what? Chris Godwin breaky ankle. Mess up my fantasy team. But that's a different story for another day.
Oh boy.
So Vado, that's it. That's your
Yeah.
thoughts. Okay,
Mhm.
so with that, we're gonna transition into. Are we? We're gonna transition into next week. Let me get your thoughts. Get your thoughts right quick. I'm not even gonna share the screen. I'm off of this. Let me get your thoughts right quick. So let me get your final prediction and scores. Uh, yeah, Thursday night game. Rams and Vikings.
Vikings 30, Rams 70.
Hey, Vikings supposed to go on a losing streak, but Rams
It's
20,
possible.
Vikings 14.
It's possible, but not.
Um, I
Snap
look,
back to reality. Hope they
they
go
playing
start
in
week.
Minnesota or are they playing in Los Angeles?
Los Angeles.
That's still a home game, man.
Yeah, still
Vikings 27, Rams 17.
Okay. Jaguars versus the Packers.
Wow.
They got Parker's 27, Jags 20.
Parker's 34, Jag 7.
Hey, Trey scores always make me laugh. What a flip.
Hey, Bernard.
Oh,
Dog say he love Jordan Love.
Parker's 35. Jaguars
Oh, that
20.
is true. Chrissy about to be conflicted, bro. He about to be so conflicted come Sunday, babe. Your level, watch Twilight. Yeah, like he's Bella. He's Bella, and
Oh Lord.
The Jags is the vampire, and the Parkers is Jacob. Yeah, bro. He about to be so conflicted. All right, Browns and whatever.
Browns, you know?
Ravens can kill them.
Browns and Ravens.
You
I'd
wanna
say
know, boy?
uh,
Jameis might preach to the boys, boy.
But
they got Jameis.
every time I hear James talk, I just want to laugh. He's a fool.
Jameis say that's how it was raised.
You know that speech he gave about Devon's chair and Deshawney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Died.
listen to it. I hear it.
I couldn't take him serious.
What it
I
is?
mean, I understand what he was saying, but
Me
James is
too.
talking. He preaching, but
Yeah,
Because he was.
he need to be a youth pastor.
That's exactly how he was
You know,
talking.
you don't want James be no youth boss. He have a little problem with touching up yards.
That's a wide.
Damn.
I forget about that in Florida for Drew.
Mhm.
All right. So Browns versus Ravens. Let me get y'all score.
Ravens 34, Browns 10.
Fuck.
Right? Ravens 40. Browns 7. Are you being generous with the 7?
Ravens 34, Brown 17.
That's a lot. All right.
Yeah,
I think this next game could be. I think that this could be a good game. This could be a telling game. Cincinnati versus Philadelphia.
Philly 24. Cincy 14.
we go on Bengals 24, Eagles 21.
Okay.
Cincinnati 20. Philly 13.
Texans versus Colts.
Texans 20, Colts 16.
Lions versus Titans. I'm not doing that.
No, that made no sense.
No.
Buccaneers versus the Falcons.
Shit.
I got the Falcons 24, Bucks 13.
I have the Bucks 21, Falcons 20.
Okay.
Falcons 31. Bucks 24.
Chargers versus Saints. I ain't doing that. Seahawks versus Bills though.
I got the Seahawks 28, Bills 17.
Seahawks 23, Bills 20.
Okay.
Same as Votto.
I don't got no faith in the Bills. Gee. All right.
No, but that defense, they got DBs.
But
Only
it's hard to go in Seattle and win, you know.
Yeah, man. I know I
Okay.
scared deal.
That's a hard place to win.
Commanders versus Bears.
Commanders 24, Bears 20.
Bears are actually a good team this season.
Commanders good. No, but Commanders better. They better and do. I got Commanders 30, the Bears 3.
Commanders 27. Bears 21.
Rays and Chiefs. I'm not doing that. Broncos and Panthers. Only because y'all is Broncos fan. I'll entertain this.
Broncos
Broncos
34.
45. Oh, you going in? Go on.
34, the Panthers 10.
45-0.
Broncos 40, Panthers 10.
Damn. Now I think this is good. I think this is going to be a very interesting game on Sunday night. The 49ers versus the Cowboys.
This one was hard for me. I go on Niners 24, Cowboys 70.
Uh,
That's a
I
must-win
get
game for both teams.
Cowboys 21, Niners 14.
Oh wow.
Shock the world, boy.
Cowboys 24, 49ers 20.
Okay. And Steelers and Giants on Monday.
Steelers 27, Giants 13.
Steelers 35, Giants 10.
I had the Steelers 35, Giants 12. 4 field goal.
Oh, the Jets ain't playing this week. I don't see Jets, Pats.
They
I
got the
don't see 'em.
Patriots.
Where?
They should.
Oh yeah, sorry. I did skip them, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Skip Guppet.
I know.
I know how. He won't skip them.
I got Jets 17, Patriots 24. I got Patriots to slap.
Damn. Are the Jets not dead? Shit.
That's how you riding?
Pause.
Jets 27, Patriots 10.
Say that again.
Jets 27, Patriots 16.
All right.
Trey?
I got Jets 13, Patriots 20.
Okay. Okay. Well, gents, that ends it for those topics, I'll say. Vado, you had the challenge this week, but I know ain't much people there. You still want to use it, or you want to wait till next week?
No, I come up with one based on something trade and say tonight, so I about to
Okay.
challenge them right now.
You want to challenge it right now? Give me a second, right quick. Let me pull this up right quick. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Edits. Photo. Give me a second, photo. Let me add this right quick. Okay, cool. So
Wide line.
All right. So, Trey, you said something earlier tonight. You said Tua is the second best quarterback in Dolphins history. I need you to explain that and break that down for me before I retort.
Well, I mean, stat wise, he ain't gonna be. But realistically speaking, since Don Marino, we have had, not counting Tua, we have had approximately 2 quarterbacks lead us to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. And Chad Pennington and Ryan Tannehill. None of which put up the numbers quite like Tua. Granted, none had the weapons like Tua. Aside from Pennington, 1 year with Marshall, I think. 1 or 2 years. Probably 1, because I know he got injured in the second year. So, and Tannehill, the best weapon Tannehill probably had was Jarvis Landry. Now, I ain't really saying much.
We usually remember these dead niggas stupid. Obviously, but you know how long I had on him.
Yeah, but this could tell you how long I've been a fan of this organization. We've been letting me down. freaking, even Mike Wallace, boy, he just was a burner, but he was shitty.
Yeah.
Even a nigga like, I don't know if you remember him, but Devon Best. That was probably one of Darnell's best targets and all, boy. But these niggas who probably go to other teams and it won't shine. So, only reason why I will say Tua, boy, It's because when you look at it, watching it, being a fan of this team, but he's the best quarterback since then. I ain't gonna lie. Even
No,
talent
no.
wise.
But that ain't what you said. You said he's the second best Dolphin quarterback all time. So now I want to I want to carry you back in your Dolphin history. Because you seem to forget somebody, a man named Bob
Bob
Greasy.
Grease. I know you're gonna go them.
So let me read off your resume. 2-time Super Bowl champion. He was the quarterback in the undefeated season, win back-to-back Super Bowls. Was it back-to-back? Yeah. Back-to-back Super Bowls. 2-time first-team All-Pro. 6-time Pro Bowl. 6-time Pro Bowler. NFL passing touchdown leader in 1 year. Completion percentage leader in 1 year. Number 12 jersey retired. And in the Dolphins Walk of Fame. So I'm wondering how Tua could be the second best quarterback in Dolphins history. Now, are you willing to put Marino over him, even though he got the two championship? But Marino obviously
The
starts
starts and
starts
everything.
on a different level. And Marino ever win a MVP? I'm pretty sure
I
he did.
can't recollect. I don't think so.
Let
But
me
I know
see.
he won a bunch of
Yes,
passing leaders.
he did win most valuable player in 1984. That was the second year in the league.
Mm,
Um,
that's crazy.
yeah, that is crazy for a second year player to win MVP. That should tell you he come in the league blazing. So I give Marino the greatest Dolphin quarterback just based on the records and the talent, the stats. But I can't give Tua number 2 yet. He got to work for that. You can't just give him that.
I understand. He only led the league in passing once, not
Did he?
touchdowns. Yeah,
Tua?
I think yards
I can pull it up right now.
or something.
Pro Bowl. Yeah, he was the passing yards leader in 23 and the passer rating leader in 22.
So yeah, he like I said, once my boy could stay healthy, the trajectory there. You just gotta bring home 1 or 2 trophies for my man. Let me go Miami and get drunk in the crowd, Jab. Y'all ain't gonna like me, but y'all gonna have to kick me out the group when we win Super Bowl.
Why
Man.
you going over there and you got parade right there?
No, I can beat all 2. Yeah, but I ain't playing, man. But if you ain't third second, I can live with third. I mind Bob being ahead of him. But I just don't really count them all niggas because I ain't never watched them. So for
I
me,
mean,
I
you're right.
respect
We never
Don.
watched him.
I respect Don. See what he's saying? And
Mm.
Don come into the 2000s. So that's why I could say since Don. But Bob, I ain't never watch him or I ain't never gone back and look and he shouldn't either. So that's why I don't really never count him.
So you never go on back and watch your Super Bowl wins? That's
No, but
crazy.
I wasn't alive, man.
I know, but at least you
I
could
like
celebrate
rest
something.
them would get cling on the rings with with theirs never a part of.
Wow, that's
I
crazy.
want I want I want I won't be a part of the rings. See what they saying? I won't witness them. Rest them only witness like 3 of them.
Ooh, why these niggas gotta be on the board when these things being said? But anyway.
Yeah, then watch the dad Lakers play. Bronny James.
You can on like Peyton Manning on the morning, just eating on breaking day.
He didn't eat a full meal, boy.
anyway, anyway, gents, that's. I thought this was a good part once again. Um, uh, 8 weeks in, I look forward to the next week. And hold on before you leave. I will end the stream right now. Give me a second.